Coming up in today's video, guys, we got one of Taylor's videos. This is actually a fungal infection that Taylor saw. My name is Rhys Barber. I'm one of the audiologists here at Audiology Associates. On my own today, the lovely Mr. Taylor Green is full up with a cold, so he's not on the next couple of videos, guys, because he's not feeling particularly well, bless him, at the moment. So this is actually Taylor's video. So I haven't done this patient, so I'm seeing it fresh for the first time with you guys. So what we can see here, we've got this very, very thin, dark layer around the outside part of the ear canal here. Now, it doesn't look particularly like wax, which is why Taylor's saying it's a possible fungal infection. And you can see at the top, just above the suction tube, we've got all those little white circles, almost like little white spots, and that's quite indicative of fungal spores as well. So we're just going to be trying to lift this out. Now, obviously, I don't know the backstory for this patient, but based on past experience, when the infection goes rock hard like this and it's very, very thin, usually I would say that this patient has been diagnosed with an infection, but it's been misdiagnosed with a bacterial infection rather than a fungal. And a lot of the time what you'll see is they've been prescribed a spray called Otomize here in the UK, and Otomize is a mild steroid antibiotic. And what you'll find is that it makes the actual sort of discharge, if you like, or that more sort of soft and liquid discharge from the infection go super solid, which is what's happened here. So I think what's probably happened is this patient's got a fungal infection, has been sort of misdiagnosed. They've been given the wrong treatment, so they've been treated for a bacterial infection, and what the treatment they use then just hardens up all that discharge from the fungal infection. What they will need to get is some antifungal treatment. Most of the time that's drops here in the UK, so they'll just have some ear drops and they'll use that up, and they'll be feeling right as rain. Well, poor old Taylor's got a bit of a difficult job on his hands here because this is absolutely solid, this one piece here on the left-hand side. He's lifted with a fine end just to detach it from the canal wall, but it's not really budging, so we need something with a little bit more force. And you can see he's just grabbed an edge. He's trying to lift now. That's great. You can get the bottom jaw of the forceps now nearly just below it. There we go. That's a good enough grip. Wow, look at that peel away. So that is an absolutely rock solid piece of, well, basically infected debris that's hardened up. And we've got this little bit of dry skin here that leads into another bit of infected debris. So if we just lift this up, there we go. So fungal infections not too common here in the UK. You know, they're not the sort of prevalent ear infection. It tends to be more bacterial than fungal, I would say. Far more prevalent in warm, humid environments. That's where you tend to get more fungal infections. So you've got like tropical environments and stuff like that. Just because it's a perfect breeding ground for fungal infections when it's warm and humid. But for this one, it's very easily picked up. It's very easy to get the spores in your ear. You can transfer it from fingers. You know, they can blow in there even, and that's how you end up getting these nasty infections. A lot of the time, they can be misdiagnosed as just outer ear infections, which are bacterial. So that happens quite a bit. But he's got to be really careful here because what we can see is this layer is so thin that he's got to peel it from the canal wall without touching the canal wall, which is not an easy thing to do. So he's just using the edge of the fine end. He's actually doing really well here, because what I'm looking for when I'm using something like a fine end or any tool where I'm peeling from the canal wall, I'm looking to see if you see that little bit of pressure sort of as it dents in as you touch the skin. And I'm not seeing that there at the moment, but it's really, really welded on. Okay, so Rosen inserter going in now. Let's have a little look. Can he peel this away? Difficult one to do with a Rosen inserter, but I could see it wasn't budging with the fine end. Fine end would be my first choice, but the Rosen inserter, I think he's looking for an edge. Yeah, you can see he's just sort of probing the edge of that little bit of debris. I'm just going to call it debris, guys. It's easier than saying fungal infection all the time. So we're just going to probe that little bit of debris. Can he get the edge without touching? This is tough to do this. This is skilled work, in fairness to him. To try and lift from that edge there. It's hard because you are working. Well, you can see the patient's moving a little bit, which makes it even harder because you're trying to aim for a moving target almost. That eardrum looks quite irritated though, and that's quite normal with this kind of problem. to have the sort of real irritation down on the drum. It wouldn't surprise me if there's a little bit of dead skin down there as well. So let's see if we can pull this away. Guys, don't forget, if you do enjoy these videos, you can always like, heart, share, follow, and subscribe for me. Ooh, nice peel. There you go. I thought there was a bit of dead skin down there. You can always like, sorry, I could carry away the video. Like, heart, share, follow, and subscribe for us. That'd be absolutely fantastic. If you really, really enjoy the video, you can always look at becoming a member of the channel as well. There'll be a link in the link tree below, so you can do that. And if let's have a little look here, let's see if we can pull this away. Oh, there we go. That's starting to come away. And if you have ear problems yourself, you can always check out the link tree as well, and that will take you through to the website. You can actually reserve an appointment with myself, with the lovely Mr. Taylor Green, when he's feeling a little bit better. You can reserve an appointment with us too as well. He will be back on your screen shortly, guys. I think you've got me probably for the next week, realistically, and then he will be back on your screens as well. So we will be back together real soon. So we're just peeling. Oh my goodness me. This is tough, tough work. Now I know, do you know what the easiest thing to do here would be to just go in with a Jobson horn, get behind it and just scrape it along the canal wall and pull that out. The reason we don't do that is because your patient would literally be on the ceiling, because it would be so uncomfortable. They would be really, really, they would be really, I keep getting distracted because that's a lovely peel coming out, really, really uncomfortable with that, which is why we're not choosing to do that. Oh, this peel's looking good. Don't forget, this is the first time I've seen it as well, guys, so it's nice for me to have a little look. For what we saw then, that little bit of skin there just flicks straight back up, unfortunately, and it's kind of attached itself again, is it? Ah, no. Oh, that's frustrating, because it was there. It had peeled, but it had just flicked itself back up. And now it's really hard to get a grip on it again. Can he do it? Can he do it? Yeah, it's starting to peel. Starting to peel back down again. There we go. Oh, it's down again. Yes. My goodness me. That was really frustrating, because that had gone exactly back. And you find that a lot with these sort of really thin, either debris layers or dead skin layers. They want to just go back to their natural state. So they want to go back to where you've just peeled them from. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice peel. Lovely. Looking good there. A little bit of redness down the bottom of the eardrum. I don't like the look of that eardrum. So we'll definitely get a letter back to that GP. Just to explain, we think this is possibly fungal rather than bacterial. Well, guys, thank you again for watching our video. It's always a pleasure voicing that over for you. If you do enjoy the videos, don't forget you can give me a heart and like, thumbs up, and everything else that we do. But I shall see you real soon for the next video. So always take care of yourselves, take care of your ears, and take care of one another. And we'll see you again real soon. Bye, everybody.